Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Murloc mains, Maiev masters, all that good stuff. We're here into another best of 3 for the Nexus gaming series, and we're back in Division B East. We're going to be having on the left-hand side 30 to 50. What is the name again? 30 to 50 feral hoggers, and they will be having a random test Diablo, Jaeger, Hanzo, Akari on the Akari, on the Brightwing. Kalkin on Leoric, and Protoss Rule on the Vala. To the right-hand side, bye for Catboys. Shamhat on the Deckard. Tai will play a Li Ming. Goku with Lunara. Sir Noble on the Mei. And Sailor Twift with the Dahaka. I pose this bet to all of you. Which team will get first boss of the game? Will it be 30 to 50 Feral Hoggers? Will it be bye for Catboys? Or will no boss be taken? I know a triple gamble can be daunting to all of you, but I believe we can get odds on all 3 of those options. I believe in you, Twitch chat. I know you can do it right. We do have the Sapphire level 1 for the Deckard Cane here. Love to see some good Sapphire play from some Deckard Canes. And we get a, do we get a Ruby Boy? Do we get a Ruby Boy? Do we get a Deckard Cane Cube Man? I don't know what I'm doing with my phrasing. We'll have to see how the Deckard Cane build is going to be going. I've definitely been keeping a lot more. I've been a lot more vigilant or watching closer to a lot more Deckard Cane play as I've been utilizing a lot more in my own Storm League. So trying to take any little tidbits of knowledge I can from these players, as well as we see Deckard Cane here and there in the Ravencourt games, and those are happening on Saturday and Sunday. We'll be finishing out that entire tournament this weekend. Really quickly, since we just started another best of 3, and if you heard this today, I apologize, but hey, we always got to say it. If you're watching here on Twitch, be sure to follow. If you're watching over on YouTube, as these VODs do go up there, be sure to like and subscribe to help our metrics, to grow our YouTube page. And if we can hit 1,000 current subs on YouTube, we can monetize the channel. And that means more food for Bandit. This might be food for the worms here as Protoss Rule. 1 more auto! They don't get the kill. It's Brightwing to go down. First blood over to the side of bye for Catboys. Thank you for the gamble, Ashmantle. Hey, we have odds on all 3. That's at least what I ask for. That's all that I asked for. Sentinel Wisp is always something I like to showcase here. You're about to see the growth of range. This is the edge of the range of Lunara. By the way, wait, no, who's? Yeah, we're on the Li Ming. Tai, if you're watching back this VOD, I approve your announcer. I approve the announcer for Li Ming, as it is Kevin. The only announcer we all need. Alrighty, I forgot to make a new sub goal. We'll do it after this game. Whoopsies. I was just gonna make a simple sub goal for the afternoon, that's all. Shadow charge in onto Lunara. She'll take a bit of poke damage. Lee, oh, good vault from Protoss Rule, avoiding the arcane over of Li Ming. Full magic missile build for Li Ming, by the way. We can talk about those talents in a little bit. First objective phase will be spawning here. Top, left, and right are the standard. Bottom, actually bottom-most location will be our RNG. It's either bottom or it's this center point. I don't think there's any rhyme or reason as to which it goes to. I think that's quite literally RNG. Oh, Protoss Rule! Oh, the face shift from Brightwing will be good enough. But has Sir Noble been a little too aggressive? Absolutely. Li Ming tries to get the reset and trade onto random task. Diablo won't fall. Top, left, and right are traded between the solo laners. Shamhat gets the channel over here, uninterrupted by the Hanzo Sonic Arrow, and it's 32 to 36 in core HP, favoring the side of the Gravekeeper. That is the members of Bye for Catboys. The Raven Lord is on the left-hand side in the blue. Sub-goal Halloween costume. I still owe you guys a Spooky Worm cosplay. I have it in the other room. I just, I got, September really, with over 2 weeks of people visiting me, September just, I lost track of September, so we will definitely be doing the Spooky Worm cosplay in October, and if you're wondering what that means, we're going to play Abathur, and we're going to play Zerg. Zerg and StarCraft. That's the game plan for the day. We'll play a bunch of Abathur in Heroes of Storm, and then we'll play some Zerg in StarCraft too. That'll be our Spooky Worm cosplay. What's up, BG? Good to see you. We'll have a bunch of sub-goals added in for the subathon. So those will be announced this upcoming Tuesday, the day before the subathon happens. If you'd like to know when the subathon's happening in the schedule, use !subathon in chat. And that'll be taking part during the time when subs are 25%, gifted subs are 25% off. So that is the reason we're doing it towards the end of September, so that way we can get value and, you know, cheaper subs for all of you guys. You want to hear the Spooky Worm backstory? In Heroes of the Storm, there's an emote called Spooky Worm. I use it all the time. Whenever I used to cast, I would say, the players would ask me if I'm ready, I would say R and give them a Spooky Worm. And it just became, like, the exclamation Spooky Worm became a thing. And that's it. that's really the origin of it all. It's a GIF in Heroes of the Storm that became a bit of a meme. Boss is up and available as we're 5 minutes into the game. No one's gonna grab that just yet. We do have our our second cycle of objectives. Speaking of cycles, let's take a look at the damage healing experience for these two teams. Brightwing gets the channel in the bottom lane. Phase shifts over to Diablo. The Soothing Mist immediately. Sir Noble walks through a whole handful of tiny floor juice from that Ruby. Unfortunately, they still have enough damage to take down the Mei. Sailor Twift pops some essence and tries to back away. Dark Swarm active as well. Gets the drag into Diablo. Can they get a kill into random task? Unfortunately not. Hanzo will be able to take down the Dahaka, and it's a double kill to the side of 30-50 Feral Hoggers. Wait, when you play StarCraft 2 Zerg, are you playing as Abathur? Oh, I'm playing as a Spooky Worm. I'm playing as a larva. I'm playing as a simple Zerg larva. Larva? Yeah, larva. It just sounded weird. Good shapes, very good shapes from the Decker Kane. Very good shape creation. But the 10 talent tiers are almost here. We'll have that faster for 30-50 Feral Hoggers. Bye for Catboys, half a level to go. We got a 4-point difference favoring our blue team as Decker Kane throws more shapes down the scroll ceiling zones a little bit, but does not get, or doesn't delay out or doesn't stop the Sapper Camp from being grabbed by the enemy. Next objective, third of the game, will be top left and right. Dahaka with adaptation level 10. We'll have an Ice Wall from the Mei, Leaping Strike Lunara, Wave of Force Li Ming, and Stay Wellness. And from the Decker Kane on the opposing side, Dragon's Arrow into an Apocalypse with a Rain of Vengeance, Entomb Leoric, and Blink Heals from the Brightwing. We wait patiently to see what the play is in bottom lane. Blizzard thrown down from Mei, some Sir Noble poke as well with those snowballs, and this will be the Sappers getting cleared out before they even make it near the fort front gate. All right. Dahaka going into the Dark Swarm synergy of 1, 4, and 7. You have spell armor, but you also increase the duration by 0.5 seconds. At level 4, the big thing to note is that every time you damage enemy heroes with your Dark Swarm, you're gaining essence. A level 7 gives you cooldown reduction. Every time Dark Swarm damaged enemy hero, reduce the cooldown by 0.4. So, more Ws, more essence, more survivability for the Dahaka is the game plan. Top left and right, I expect these to be traded out. Brightwing's actually still split soaking in the bottom lane. She'll phase shift up if necessary, but otherwise, I do really like this call from Akari. You should add Spooky Worm to your signature. Like my official signature when I like sign the receipt at the grocery store for my $11 eggs. Just put a little tilde in my signature. It's not a bad idea, honestly. I mean, my signature now is very, very simplistic. Well, 13 talents here will be here soon for both of these teams. We have our next objective phase, single altar in the bottom-most portion of the map. I just realized we haven't streamed for 4 hours and 15 minutes. Today has just flown by. Today's been a really fun day of casting. Hope you've all been enjoying the day. Thank you for hanging out with me and supporting and all that good stuff. It's been really fun today. Thank you. Thirteen's first for the blue side. We'll have a Gloom on the Vala. Drain Hope on Leoric. Okay. It also has the Paralyzing Rage. I wonder if we're going to see full Drain build. I mean, typically if you have Drain at 13, you get Drain at 16. Buried Alive can still be a pickup, but you could see Burning Despair, or Yes, because it's unyielding despair at 16. No, 13. Frick. Too many despairs. Too many despairs from Leoric. But that single altar's popping up soon. 13 talent here on both sides. We actually have Cannoneer Li Ming. Okay. Calamity as well to level 7. There's going to be a nice Ruby down from the Decker Cane, followed up by Stay a While and Listen. A huge Hanzo arrow comes through. The Apocalypse activated by the Diablo and Tomb from Leoric does lock Shamhat inside, but the potions are still being thrown out. Super Potions level 13 as well. Got to let that juice age a little bit for the big burst of healing. May's going to go down. Follow picks up our 100+ stack on the level 1. Potions being thrown down. No, there's another Ruby from Deckard Cain just in case. And yeah, Sailor Drift is like, all right, that's great. Yeah, Shadow Charge me into the Rubies. Much appreciated. Unfortunately, Dahaka will fall. Big damage onto the Li Ming, and that Hanzo gets the snipe. Brightwing, I think, had the channel. It's 28 to 20 in core HP, favoring the side of 30 to 50 Feral Hoggers. Bye for Catboys. Have 3 down, slowly getting all of them back. But this bottom lane bell tower converted, transferred into the hands of 30 to 50 Feral Hoggers. You still don't know how you didn't die there? All right, you know what? This is why I was hired by Blizzard once or twice. This is why I got flown to Germany to do commentary. The reason you didn't die, and I can break this down so simplistically, is that your health bar did not fall to 0. You're welcome. Thank you. I would like millions of subs now, please. Oh, anyways, sorry. I didn't think of that. See, this is why I'm here. This is why I need to be hired for Twitch Rivals, man. With commentary like that, how could they pass me up? Oh my God, can you believe the series of events that are unfolding in front of your eyes and on the screen here in this video game that is streaming on a Twitch channel? Oh my God, the character's doing so. Oh no, wait, actually, adaptation is forced. Leo might be the one to be picked off in top. Leaping strikes come through, the phase shift from Brightwing, and that'll be Leo to fall, unfortunately. 16 talent here over to the side of 30 to 50 Feral Hoggers, and Hanzo accidentally took the wrong level 16. But Bahamut, he didn't go Q at level 1. That's okay. It's still wrong. No, it's actually perfectly fine for this map. Did the Toad Scream not go off? I didn't hear it unless I talked over it. God, I hate when Twitch does this. Luckily, I can give you your channel points back. That's the other reason I swapped over to Twitch, because there's an alert thing website, and if that doesn't, like, that just consumes your channel points. Like, you can't give them back if it breaks, so I'll give you your channel points back, don't worry. But I agree, non-champion, Toad Scream. Typing in Twitch chat equals Leo death. Is that what that is? Oh, today I learned.
Heroes, I have opened a tunnel near our core that leads to the battleground center.
If the Entomb hadn't locked him in a weird spot that prevented me from autoing, I think it would have been okay. I would agree with that statement, absolutely. I don't think that's too big of a stretch. I think you would have definitely gotten the kill, and I think you would have been able to back off since you weren't running towards the tower front gate. Yeah, I agree with you. Big stay a while into 2. They're gonna look. No, okay. Ooh, I am dropping some frames. Oh, let me kill something. Hold on. This might help just a touch. Dropping a couple little frames here and there. So sorry if there's some wobbles for all of you. On the left-hand side, we have sapper camps to be grabbed. In the bottom lane, there's more sappers to be pushed into potentially the death zone. Sailor Twift with a brush stalk into the flank, but that's an immediate polymorph. Dahaka is a crab. Will pop the adaptation to heal up. Gets the drag onto Leo. Small distance into the death area, and the wave of force from Li Ming actually saves Calkin right there. Ice Wall comes down from Mei, and as I said, the wave of force pushes Leoric just out of range of all these abilities. Bottom lane bell tower still in favor of 30 to 50 Feral Hoggers, pulling away our towns. We still have not had a boss yet in the game. Still no boss to be grabbed. 5 shots could reduce Bye for Catboy's core down to 5 HP. We can do that simple math. Random Task goes in for a Shadow Charge. Soothing Mist activated by the Brightwing. Some shapes on the ground, some vials as well. Can the members of 30 to 50 Feral Hoggers step in for this objective? Apocalypse is available for Diablo. The delay is not in place, and that is Lunara with the channel. A little surprised that they didn't try and delay it with a Sonic Arrow. I think maybe they were anticipating the scatter to get the delay, but a little surprised by the hesitation to step in. Maybe it's just because they know that they're in the lead. They can take the 3 points of damage, and they're not too worried about, as I said, 3 points of damage on their core. They're going to play for a better objective phasing. Never let it be said that my healer didn't offer to bail my dumbass out. At least you take credit. You're not like, oh, why weren't you just staring at my health bar, Brightwing? It's not like you have other things to do. Not like you're busy trying to keep everyone else alive. Keeping people inside of a circle for the pulses of your trait. Psh. No, just focus on the solo lane. Good scatters almost take down the Lunara, but she's able to hop away. Might be hearthing out completely. Yes, she is. Every Brightwing ranked game I play, every death is my fault. Yeah, see, this is why I take Deckard Cain, because then when people die, I'm just like, you gotta walk on the potions, homie. I can't hit you with every single potion. Some of them you just gotta walk through. Like the Garrosh we had a week or so ago, who quite literally thought that ruby potions never expire. And then also refused just to walk through regular potions consistently. Stay a while and listen tries to catch someone. Akari is going to be picked off, trying to back out using the Vala with those blink heals. Random task playing underneath the tower. Fire Stomp build on the Diablo is going to yield some HP. The Bell Tower converted. Random task goes down. Souls to be expended. And bye for Catboys with the double kill. Now granted, Diablo souls were expended. He's already back on the battleground. 40 seconds on Brightwing. They're going for the channel onto this, and it could be 4 shots, could be 8 shots. No, Leorick's got a delay around here. The drag will connect. This is not what you want in a moment to lose your Leorick just as Diablo makes it back in. I think you gotta eat the 8 shots in total. I think you just gotta eat these 8 shots. They managed to, they managed to do so. They will do so. 14-10, and just like that, a game that was 22-10 in core HP is now a 4-point deficit. Difference. Same thing, I think. If only they dodged skill shots like they did my potions. That's so true. There were games that I was playing on Tuesday where I was putting potions like all around a battle, a team fight, and I think my ally Diablo wouldn't like move like 2 pixels up to pick up a potion. It was just the most frustrating thing. But I will say this, when I play healer, that's the least amount of complaints I get, so I keep playing healer. No one really, like, I think it's rare, if ever, that someone's complaining about my healing in a Storm League game. Drag from Dahaka. Diablo activates a Hellgate to try and get away. He still has Apocalypse. Will he pop it? No. Diablo goes down, no souls to expend, and things are really falling apart on the side of 30 to 50 Feral Hoggers. I do want to note a very important stat. It's 6-9 in kills. Now, those 9 kills are favoring the side of 30 to 50 Feral Hoggers, but it is 6-9 in kills. These are very important stats that you all need to know. Singular Altar in the center of the map. Entomb from Leorick. No Buried Alive. Does have the Burning Despair from the level 20, as I had mentioned before. Full Drain build on the 13, 16, 20. Sapphire from the Deckard Cain to slow down the enemies from advancing further. And that will be the end of the engagement. Now, I do want to point out for the level 20s on the side of Buy for Catboys, it is a perfect gems for Deckard Cain. And it also will be Change in Survival. Increase adaptation healing to 200% of the damage received and reduce cooldown by 40 seconds. I remember when that talent got, that level 20 got upgraded, and I believe it was like towards the end of HGC. I swear to God, Cattle played a tank Dahaka, and I don't think it worked out. No, actually, wait, no, did it? Oh, I have a vague memory of like Cattle playing an adaptation to Haka, because like everybody was taking isolation, and then this got buffed at a point, and I think he played it in an HGC match on like Cursed Hollow or something like that. Can't remember if it was meant to be main tank or not. That part I don't remember, but I'm like 80% sure it was Cattle on Cursed Hollow. Someone maybe has the same vague memory. Or you've been smart and push all the HCC memories out of your head for more important information. The barrage could begin, by the way. No boss to be taken on either side. Mid bell tower in the hands of Bye for Catboys. Next objective phase also will be a double objective on the top left and right. Okay, Vala, by the way, with 231 stacks. She has not died, so full Gambit 25% auto attack speed. Dahaka looks for the drag in the top lane. Does have the elongated tongue. I believe that's a 20% range increase. And if you want to see the range of the drag, there you go. Does it actually show on the tooltip? Yeah, that's the extra range. Yeah, that's the 20% on it. Oh, Hanzo, Brightwing, Vala, they work their way through this mid lane keep. These are keeps, by the way, because we are post 12 minutes into the game, and the center point is open, which means battle towers have keep values. Vala does have Farflight Quiver level 20, so she's outranging structures at max hatred by 0.2 something range. It's 0.2, basically. We don't get into the 100th decimal places in Heroes of the Storm. We don't have that much data. Sir Noble getting chugged by Leoric with the Drain Hope, the Apocalypse activated by the Diablo. Bottom lane Sappers pushing in. Sailor Twift takes a good bar of damage. The boss is tagged, but no one really going for it right here. 4 to 4 in potential shots. Brightwing able to get the phase shift, and Jaeger goes for the channel here. Diablo Fire stomping out. That's a shadow charge into the wall of the Entomb as we have Diablo going in with a Hellgate. Finds a bit of damage. Stay Well and Listen catches 2 as well. Leo goes to top lane to clear out the wave. Sappers in bottom, I think, got the rush in, but don't convert a bell tower. Dahaka dead for 50 seconds. If they can get this objective plus boss, they could end the game here, but it's not going to be the case. Decker, though, does go down. Leo Wraith walking in. No Entomb for 20 seconds. Lands the drain onto Mei. She pops the Cryo Freeze and will not go down. She also did have Flash Freeze as well, so... let's see. Really quickly, did that even activate? Flash Freeze was still up, so she would have been fine. Boss is going to be worked on, though. It's looking like we will have a boss going over to the side of 30 or 50 Feral Hoggers. Let's pay out the gamble. 30 or 50 Feral Hoggers. Get the boss. That'll be fired shots into the Gravekeeper side of the map. 2 HP remains. A singular altar at the bottom here. And only 2 shots need to be fired in. A little win for the 30 to 50 Feral Hogger believers. It's 11 to 6 in our kills, and the fight does continue. Lunar clears out mid, making her way to top. Actually, no. She's going to try and pressure onto the fort here a little bit further. She does have the Nature's Culling, as well as the Intensifying Toxins, Unfair Advantage. So a lot of really good damage over time, as well as structural value from that. Harkin. I agree. If you don't like something in life, blame Elon Musk. It's probably his fault somehow. It's probably his fault. Ice Wall doesn't get the route that they're looking for. Big arrow from Han. Oh, Lunar is going to go down to Vala. That's a big damage dealer out of the fight. Sir Noble inside the Entomb. The Stay a While and Listen. The Cryo Freeze, the Flash Freeze. Sir Noble still just barely alive. Hanzo wants the last auto, backs away over the wall. We have a Decker Cane to go down to the Vala. She's chasing currently onto the Li Ming, but actually turns around for the team fight. That's a huge adaptation value. Unfortunately, will not be able... Oh, wait, Vala vaulting!
Team kill!
And Brightwing gets the channel. The members of 30 to 50 Feral Hoggers with the pentakill at the end will take map number 1, Towers of Doom. Nicely done. GG, well played. Oh, man. Man, Vala was 3 stacks away. Man, if we did a Vala stacking quest, oh, doubters would have just barely gotten paid out. Reminder to update the sub goal. Thank you. I appreciate that. Good lurking out, bud. Good looking out, bud. All right, first things first, I want to actually change this alert. We've been seeing a lot of Hans Gruber. It's time to get our good bud, Lawrence Fishburne. Lawrence Fishborg, sorry. Sub-alerts, variations, turn off, turn on, save. All right, I'm just gonna double check this is working really quickly.
Somebody, please get this man a
Sub. As I said, something small, something simple. Thank you again. Appreciate the continued support, everybody. By the way, 69,000 siege damage for Vala. Nice. Excuse me, my allergies have been kicking my butt today. Ooh. What's up, Reaper? How you doing, bud? Why don't they just ban Vala? Why don't you just kill the Batman? Because the bans were eaten up by Blaze. Excuse me, the bans were consumed by a Joanna Sergeant Hammer ban in the beginning, if I'm not mistaken, and then a Falstead ban in the end. That is not the right cup of tea. This is the right cup of tea. I was like, why is that mug so cold? Yeah, Joanna was banned, and then, yeah, Sergeant Hammer was banned. Falstad and Ando. So yeah, it was Joanna, Blaze, Sergeant Hammer, Stukov. Here, let me show you. Here, I can show you all because we already know the draft. So here you go. This is the draft order. So Li Ming would be on the side of Bye for Catboys. Right? Yeah. So that'd be first pick, first ban. So Joanna and Sergeant Hammer banned away by Bye for Catboys. Blaze and Stukov banned out by the side of 30 to 50 Feral Hoggers. Well, sometimes you take out the things that you think you're really going to be struggling up against. And unfortunately, they struggled up against the Vala. Let's go ahead and get ourselves into map number 2 here. I think we can skip ads for this one. I don't think we need to run a block of ads for this one. Looks like the players did not swap sides. You love to see it. 30 to 50 Feral Hoggers will be up in this best of 3 series. Let's go ahead and see what we have for our Twitch prediction. What kind of Twitch prediction can we make for this one? Let's see if we got some fun talents to do. Garrosh, Tychus, Falstad's going autos. We have a Illidan going autos. Which do we want more? Do we want Frequent Flyer or Unending Hatred? Let's do Falstad autos. Yeah, let's do Falstad autos. Hey, Lime, what's up, bud? Happy day to you. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for swinging through the stream. Happy Friday to you, if I'm not mistaken. Happy Friday to you. Looks like I mentioned earlier the storm was passing, but it looks like the storm is still here. How many auto stacks for Falstad? I don't know, man. It's kind of hard to judge on these. Let's say 50 or more, 49 or less. Why don't you do who has more auto stacks? Because I think the auto stacking is different. Activate frequent flyer to gain blah blah blah. Minion kills grant 0.2 basic attack damage. Heroes gain 0.5. Illidan, minions grant 0.2. Hero takedowns grant 1. And after gaining 20, you also gain an additional free 20 on top of that. So I don't think they're comparative. I don't think they're. It's a good idea. I just don't think it works comparatively. It's Friday, so it's a good day. How about you? Sir, we are not yet over the date line. It is Thursday here. Well, no, I understand that, but some of my viewers, I do my best to learn a little bit about my viewers, and I believe Lime lives in Australia or New Zealand. I don't know which, but I think he lives somewhere over there. And usually, at this point in the day, in Australia, it's already tomorrow. In EU, it's not even close to midnight, so yeah. I don't know which one he is, but I'm not gonna dox him. Anyways, we'll do Falstad auto stacking. It was a good idea, but they just unfortunately they're not good comparatively because of the Illidan jump and the switch. If it was like 0.2 and 0.5 and there was no jump, maybe that would actually work out perfectly. But either way, let's go ahead and get into our next map. You've openly said New Zealand. Okay, I'm just never sure. Don't wanna just throw you out there and be like, oh yeah, he's in Australia and here's his address. Go say, 32 Wallaby Way. I can't say Sydney, Australia. On the left hand side, we have 30 to 50 feral hoggers with random task on Garrosh, Jaeger on the Tychus, Akari playing a Rhaegar, Calkin on the Blaze, and Protoss to fly around with Falstad. On the right-hand side, it is Bye for Catboys, looking to take us to a map number 3 through Cursed Hollow. Goku on the Illidan, Ty to play a Greymane, Shamhat on the Lucio, Sir Noble on the Uther, and Sailor Twift to play Azul. My question that I pose to all of you at the end of the game, or at least I guess for now, is how many stacks on Frequent Flyer for Falstad? You gain 0.2 stack per minion kill, half a stack for the enemy hero kills. So we're going to be looking at this number down over here at the end of the game. How many will there be? 50 or more, 49 or less? Get your gambles in. If you know the results, you are welcome to gamble. Just try not to tease the results in chat. It's always appreciated, so we keep things fair for everyone. And it's just more fun that way. And as always, if you're watching here on Twitch, be sure to follow. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe. All that good stuff. Thank you for being here. Thanks for watching. And I appreciate every single one of you. Let's see. Oh, wow. Lucio's going to go House Party at level 1. Or Party Mix, actually. House Party's the 20. Baha, did you just dox me? Yes. You did not know that was a Finding Nemo reference? With a 32 Wallaby Way? Sydney, Australia? That's, yeah, that's the first one. That's the first one. Or, Finding Nemo, I guess. Because the second one isn't the sequel, Finding Dory. This is surprising that it's still happening. Okay, I was like, please tell me this gets punished. Please tell me this is gonna get punished. And it absolutely will. Illidan goes down in top lane. They were prepared. Blaze and Rhaegar were prepared for Illidan in top lane. You're going all in? Nice, you love to see the all-ins. A true Bandit Buck gambler. True gamblers know that spreading the Bandit Buck economy is what we do here. Because just like in real life, what's the point in hoarding all the wealth when you can share it with other people who are struggling? Down in bottom lane, Falstad pressuring onto Zul just a little bit. We have Illidan back into top. Blaze is just kind of ignoring him. I mean, a little bit. Oh, my apologies. Garrosh made the rotation down to bottom. Protoss rule won't fall. I honestly didn't think that. I didn't even see the Garrosh rotation. I was just looking at Blaze Illidan again in the top lane. P. Sherman, the real BuzzFeed article. I went to Sydney, Australia to find the P. Sherman. I hate BuzzFeed. I hate them. The most just clickbaity surface news reporting on the planet. I mean, you might as well go get news from TMZ at that point. Fucking BuzzFeed. It's so weird, like, at least for me, like the trajectory of BuzzFeed. Like, they went from like, oh my god, BuzzFeed articles are amazing to like, god, ugh. No thank you. I'll totem down from Rhaegar, delaying out the objective. Ally toss to create a little bit of space. Push off from the Lucio to threaten a little bit. Illidan jumping in. Sailor Twift going for the channel. Delayed out by the Tychus with a quarterback grenade. Falstad hammering, doesn't have the range. He doesn't have the level 7 secret weapon. No delay onto the objective. And this will be first of the 3 tributes to the side of Bye for Catboys. If they'd pay me to go to Australia to find anything Nemo reference, I would do. Oh, well, yeah, absolutely. Hey, Bahamut, would you like to go travel to a wonderful country that you probably won't have the availability to do on your own? To go look up a meme? Absolutely. Absolutely, I will. 9 stacks on the Falstad currently. Doubter's feeling pretty good. Doubter's got to be feeling pretty good, but I mean, as I say that, it's about 4 minutes in, 9 stacks, not too bad. Next objective will be bottom right of the map, and I believe our first was top center, so third is bottom left, I think?
I grow tired of your petty squabbling.
Yeah, I think it's bottom left is the third.
Earn my favor.
Illidan able to get a dash away. He is going to be unbound as well. Sweeping Strike can go over walls and terrain, but after hitting 15 heroes with Sweeping Strike, gain a secondary charge. Oh, excuse me. A little bit of heartburn late today. Sir Noble, not even going to drop a stun onto random Taz. They're just walking at each other. He's just standing there menacingly. 10 Talontier is almost here. As random Taz keeps stepping up, looking for the toss onto Sir Noble. Unfortunately, I don't think there's anything to really get a kill into Sir Noble. Little poke from Tychus Grenade. The 10 talent tiers a level away, so we cycle through those other numbers. Things are looking fairly standard across the board. Nothing really major to note on like different talents or builds. I mean, Falstad going auto build through and through 1, 4, and 7 pretty much. Speaking of, Falstad will be in the mid lane soaking up. Zul's going to make the rotation down here around the objective. A Bone Prison onto the Rhaegar. No Ancestor Healing, no level 10s. Illidan jumps in, but he has to back away for a moment. Falstad coming in as well. Did get that extra little bit of soak. No Gust, no 10s. Falstad auto attack damage is good. Can they delay out the Illidan? Yes, one auto will do exactly that. Grenade from Tychus was there as well. Sir Noble getting pulled around, and I do believe that will be a Uther dead. He's got some ghost heals as well. Tychus trying to back away with the overkill active. Was inside a Bone Prison. We have a Illidan jumping back out of the team fight as Uther's ghost healing has expired. Toss on to the Lucio. Jet Propulsion says hello from Blaze. Garrosh gonna try and zone back Taylor Swift and will be able to do so. Taylor Swift. Yeah, right, like she plays Here's the Storm. She's probably like a Dota player. Alright, boss in bottom lane, traded for boss in the top lane between both teams. 10 talent tier faster to the left-hand side, Warlord's Challenge, Commandeer Odin, Ancestor Healing, Bunker for the Blaze, and of course Wind Gust from the Falstad. No Hinterlands in this game. Lucio's almost done with the party mix level 1. Oh, do they make the rotation in time? No, Falstad's not here. Garrosh gets stunned out and delayed. But the Warlord's Challenge, and god dang, Uther's gonna be met with just a full HP bar of damage. So he's dead. 16 stacks for the Falstad on his level 1. Next objective is up and available on the left-hand side. Random Task gets this. As I had mentioned, it will be top left, and it absolutely was. Nailed it. But now we get back into the RNG phasing. It's going to randomize into our 6 different regions. There's 3 in the top, 3 in the bottom. And as it goes through those different regions, you can kind of figure out the third one in that rotation. But since Blizzard wanted to make the game more approachable for everyone, it is shown on the minimap ahead of time, and this will be in the top center of the map. Back in my day, you'd have to guess. Like, if you remember the old days of Curse Hollow, chat, this wouldn't, like, there'd be nothing on the minimap. The objective would just spawn and be like, 30 seconds, it's in this area, and you just all shuffle across the map. Now we know you can plan ahead, and people still are late, or don't show up, or forget. Because people don't look at their minimap, even though it's 90% of the game. Can you believe that? The minimap is 90% of the game. Such a big DLC. I mean, do I have it set up? No, I don't have it set up anymore. Maybe? No, damn. I used to have the meme set up on this one, but I don't. I was gonna make the minimap gigantic, but unfortunately I don't have the capture for it. Just like Quick Match then. Every mode outside of like grassroots esports, people struggle to look at the minimap. Watching minimap, what's that? I don't know. Someone did legitimately come into the stream once and was like, minimap is like 90% of the game. I'm like, 90%? Wow. That's a large number for an entire MOBA. Siege Giants in top, 13 talent tier almost here. 2 of the members of 30 to 50 Feral Hoggers. There's a hunt in from the Illidan. Ancestral Healing meets Protoss Rule. There's also going to be a gust out from Falstad, but the Divine Shield onto Zool means he's not going to be pushed back. His Poison Nova was really good, and I do think this objective has to be given away. Too many blue health bars have been dropped. Calkin with like no mana as well. There's a well tap from Garrosh, but yeah, Falstad flies immediately to bottom lane, continues his stackage in this lane. Next objective though, let's see, that was top center, so we're probably looking at left and right, bottom or top. Very general. Isn't that so helpful for me, chat? There's a mini-map? Absolutely, there's a mini-map. Little hammering out from Falstad, tries to push up the wave. This mini-wave will take down the fort though, so first structure to fall in favor of 30 to 50 Feral Hoggers. Falstad plays it safe in bottom lane, and the next tribute will be on the bottom left. That means our follow-up will be on the top right. It's pre-order DLC. You can't buy it anymore. Yeah, the minimap DLC came when you bought your physical copy of Heroes of the Storm. Oh man, BlizzCon's gonna be really interesting this year. BlizzCon's gonna be very interesting this year. All right, Kari with the channel. Really, uninterrupted. Okay, uninterrupted. They give over the curse. What is the game plan from the side of 30 to 50 Feral Hoggers? Falstad immediately goes to top lane. Oh, I think he sees the Illidan in the rotation, but it really doesn't matter. Wants to open things up over there. Meanwhile, back into mid, the hunt from the Illidan will connect on to Rhaegar, who gets the ally tossed out. Illidan trying to stick on him quite quickly as well with the... Oh, I'm blanking on the name anyways. Ancestral Healing on a random task as well. The sustained damage is pretty good. Garrosh tries to get us there. Purge from Akari. No. Gust from Falstad into the fort front gate. The hammering comes out. The Divine Shield is forced onto Uther. Poisoned over from Zool. Lucio with the high fives trying to keep his allies sped up and cleansed. And that was a nice kill onto Garrosh. All right, is Sweeping Strike? No, it's not Sweeping Strike. It's the dive. It's the dive. It's so simple, but I always forget it. Mini-map micro purchase is a ripoff. If you click on it, your character goes the wrong way. I don't know about anyone else, but I turned off mini-map clicking ages ago. I just don't use it. Maybe now that I'm playing more StarCraft 2 and I have been using my mini-map in there, maybe it'd be good for me to do that, but honestly, I rarely ever click onto my mini-map. Well, click, like move my hero with it. I usually, like, click to the location and click around, but anyways. 16 talent tier almost here. Boss in top lane, 7 seconds away. This will be an attempted invade onto this boss. Still, it's below 50%. So Zool's made it. Jet Propulsion, though, does connect. A nice high five onto Sailor Twift, who will not be able to get onto the point in time. The hunt from the Illidan comes through. He's going to be stunned in place. Nice toss from Garrosh. Random task. Managing this very well, and I think we actually get a double boss playoff of all of this. This is gonna look like a double boss play. The Grave Golem going to top lane and bottom. The Unbound for Illidan, Sweeping Strike at 9 out of 15 stacks on that one. We do have the Sixth Sense at 13, and that 16 is about to be here as well for Bye for Catboys. All right, Falstad back into the top lane. Boss in bottom will be cleared up by tower shots, and this is looking like massive pressure to be applied through this top lane. Siege Giants, a small wave, actually 2 waves are already here. And we have boss right behind the Siege Giants. All right, just about every heroic's off cooldown except for the hunt from Illidan. But his auto attacks will get cooldown reduction on all that, so expect the hunt to be up and available a little bit faster than it shows, that 30 seconds. Lucio, by the way, is going to go up to 11 at level 16. We'll take a look at that in a second. I want to pull the talents away here, see how things are looking, because I see the Zool on the left-hand side of our screen trying to set up some sort of flank, but he needs to be careful. If the enemy decides to just turn on him, Sailor Twift is going to get picked off, and this might be the turn moment right here. Hunt from the Illidan onto Falstad. He barrel rolls closer to his allies. There's a Bone Prison on from Zool. I think that was cleansed away by a high five. Either way, Jaeger goes down. The Tyke is the one to fall. Gus from Falstad pushes back the enemy. Boss has made its way through Keep onto Core. The shielding will be scratched, and maybe get a little bit of percent off this, and Protoss rule with the channel before anyone can delay out. Bone Prison onto the Rhaegar. He casts the Self-Ancestral. Ally Toss saves him for the time being. Greymane goes in for the throat, and as you heard the growl right there, Illidan clears out the boss. It did get 7% off the core, but things are looking pretty okay for 30 to 50 Feral Hoggers. Bye for Catboys in this map number 2 of this best of 3 series. They're hanging on, but it's not looking the best. A tribute, a curse phase would be huge for them. Falstad sees the rotation, immediately runs away. Random task. Who throws a shoe? Honestly. Oh, what a good callback. What a good callback. I love Austin Powers. Because they're making fun of Odd Job, and it's random task. Instead of throwing his hat, he throws his... God, oh. You guys remember the days of not Nightfire, that was another one, but the days of, GoldenEye 64. All slaps, no Odd Job. Oh, that's a good one, Undead Wampus. Thank you for that laugh. All right, Tychus in bottom lane, clearing out some Siege Giants. Curse will go over to the side of Bye for Catboys. Jet Propulsion eaten by this Bone Prison. The Gus from Falstad saves for the moment. And it seems like this is not going to be a very effective curse. Well, I say that, and bottom lane fort has gone down. Zool to maybe go push into top. All slaps, no Odd Job was just... God damn it. How you doing, Slappy Valley? Oh, anyways, Illidan in the mid lane is going to be threatened. I think he's absolutely fine. He's got Hunt if he wants to just try and hunt out of the wave.
And so the curse ends.
Oh man. Oh man, I miss those days of playing GoldenEye and Nightfire. God, we used to sink so much time into those games. Like Nightfire, jeez Louise, we played that game so much. Custom weapons that you could have in the maps. Like, we'd also go to like some of the most ridiculous maps and like 1v1v1 each other. Remember every single gun's name from GoldenEye, which is useless because none of those were real names. Blame Elon Musk, man. Titanic Mike gets the double toss. Warlord challenge coming through, and that's a double kill over to the side of 30 to 50 Feral Hoggers. The library map, respawn location memorized. You kill your next spawn point. Aw, your older brother was a dick. But he, I mean, you know what I mean. He was an older brother. He was doing the older brother thing. He's like, I'm gonna just beat up the little brother. You can live with this for the rest of your life. Oh, man. Just good old days of crowding around a TV with the N64 or GameCube or whatever. It was dickish, but I absolutely did this shit like that with a... Yeah, exactly, Slappy, exactly! Like, it was dickish, but we all did it too. Proximity mines, oh my god. GoldenEye all proximity mines was just chaos and fun. It's okay though, because he sucks at video games now. It's like, ah, there you go. That's exactly what happens. That was the punishment for his for their dickishness. You shall be good up against children. You will struggle against adults. 9-2 in kills, favoring the side of 30 to 50 Feral Hoggers. Boss in top lane. No keep is up here. They're looking to shove an end. Shove and end, not shove and end. Kind of sounded like something else. Midfort, by the way, is on a tiny bit of HP. Don't need a microscope to see that one. Da, da, da.
Red team's core.
Commandeer Odin will be summoned. The big red button, level 20, gonna get some poke onto the core. We already have boss there as well. Ancestor healing inside of the bunker from Blaze. The Farseer's Blessing comes through as well. I think as they jump out, random task, looking to toss people around. The Divine Shield with the Bulwark of Light activated from Uther. There's an ally toss on a Calkin. Illidan's the one to go down. Core shielding has fallen. Ty is trying to clear things out of this Greymane. The Wind Tunnel from the Falstad pushes Sailor Twift into the wall, and that will be a dead Zool on top of that. Sham had to fall on top of, in this as well. Boss will expire, but the Commandeer Odin drops one big red button, one last one as it expires, and this core will fall. Akari to be picked off. Greymane did find some sort of throat. It is going to be no kill on to the Greymane, but the series will be won by the members of 30 to 50 Feral Hoggers. Rip my KDA, yeah. Thanks for casting the games. Hey, thanks for playing the games. Appreciate the kindness. Before any of you start to leave the channel, let's pay out the people. 49 or less. The Falstad had 45 stacks, so it was close. It was very, very close.